Namaste everyone, my name is Nathan from the Australian School of Meditation and Yoga, and we're here for the Gold Coast City Council Active Healthy program. Usually we do a yoga meditation class at Burleigh Heads at Justin's Park at 8 AM on Saturday, but due to our current situation, you can check these classes out online. Before we start today, be aware of how your body is feeling. If you're feeling that you have any injuries at this present time, just to be aware to relax and rest at any time, and if you have any pains in any localized joints, just to stay out of those poses. If you have any blood pressure problems or heart pressure problems, any vertigo, you just try to keep your head above the heart throughout the class. But I'll give you constant warnings throughout the class for all the people out there who are doing from easy to more challenging versions throughout our asanas. And we'll begin today by laying onto our backs. Let's stretch our legs out nice and long. Rolling back down. Let your feet fall out to the sides and your palms upwards. We're going to begin by just gently breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. The inward breath draws prana and chi into the body. And the outward breath can be your massaging breath, breathing out through the nose, beginning to massage at the scalp. The softer you breathe in through the nose, the more oxygen appears into the deeper parts of the lungs. And as you exhale, feel the relaxing breath, relaxing at the top of the forehead, down into the nose and cheekbones. Feel that outward breath beginning to relax the body. The more relaxed you are in your class, and the more you connect with your breathing, the more you actually can challenge yourself into those deeper poses. Feel your lips and jaw relaxing and your neck softening. You might be at home and you can rest your head on a pillow to draw your chin towards the chest to help lengthen through the spine. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and feel the shoulders falling deeper into the floor. And feel your biceps and triceps relaxing. Feel your forearms and hands and fingers also starting to release any tension. The rhythm of your breath is becoming more natural, drawing in and out. Feel the outward breath relaxing your spine deeper into the floor, middle of the spine and lower back. Feel the lower back releasing any tension out through the buttocks and down into the thighs, top and back. Feel it down into the calves and into the toes. Let's place our hands onto our belly and gently breathe in through the nose softly and let your belly rise like a balloon. As you exhale, let the belly fall back to the spine. Feel this rising of the belly like the waves of the ocean. The deepest parts of the sea are on the horizon, just like you're drawing into the deeper parts of the lungs. As the belly rises and draws air nice and full, let it pass into the rib cage, and you can always place your hands on the ribs and feel your ribs expand. Exhale, let it fall back down. Feel the rising seas getting closer to the shore. Continue to feel the belly rise and the air travel to the rib cage all the way up to the chest. The collarbones will lift like they smile, and exhale, let it fall back down. And feel the rising seas now lapping onto the sand. Rest your palms upwards, just resting them to the sides. And let that 3-part breath just naturally come and go into one breath. Begin to draw your right and left heel close to the buttocks with the feet on the floor, the knees are bent. Stretch your palms outwards with your palms upwards, horizontal with the hands. And draw your knees over to the left-hand side and have both thighs stacked on top of each other. I like to rest my head looking straight up to the sky so I can concentrate more on my on this right hip. The left hand is pressing down on the thigh. And just relax into your breathing. Naturally just breathe in and out for 5 breaths. Really feel the openness through your hip and down through the side of your body. Two more breaths. And 1, coming back to center, and just take the knees to the other side. Having the palms upwards is helping our chest open too. The left side of the chest is opening as our right hand is on top of the thigh. You can draw your knees closer to you as well. Just continue breathing in and out through the stretch. As we come back to center, we're going to draw the knees into chest and hug the knees. You can just hug the knees or you can gently rock side to side. Let's go a little deeper into this stretch by keeping the knees at tabletop. Stretch your arms out again. And as you inhale, exhale, take your knees over to the left-hand side. If this is a little too much for you, you can go back to your feet on the ground. Have both thighs stacked on top of each other and your left hand is on top of the thigh. Relax and breathe. Two more breaths. And 1, coming back to center. Keep the knees up, the feet off the floor. Knees are bent. The left thigh is on top of the right. Right hand on the thigh, a little deeper there, and it's also a bit more of a strengthener through the abdomen, keeping the feet up. Again, just rest your feet onto the floor if you need to. Coming back to center, let's take our feet to the floor, take them nice and wide. We're going to stretch our arms back behind us for this one. But remember, if you have any shoulder problems, you can place them into bent arms, or you can just rest them back to the actual floor. So the knees are open, the feet are open to the width of your mat. So I'm going to have my arms overhead for this one. So it's your choice what you'd like to do. And take your knees to the left-hand side and look to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the other side and twist. So you're looking away from where your knees have traveled. And inhaling and exhaling as you twist. Nice and gentle. As we come back to center, I'm going to bring the knees again into chest. We're going to raise our hands up to the sky like we're holding something in our hands. It could be like you're looking at your child, or you may just be holding a ball. But you don't want to be feeling uneasy in your shoulders. So just nice and soft, and begin to cycle the legs. Now this gentle cycle, keeping your vertebrae on the floor. If your vertebrae are imprinted on the mat, you can stretch right out. Or again, this is really good for our abdomen. Our arms are soft and relaxed. Take them down a little more. Take the tension away and feel that strengthener through the abdomen. You can reverse the circle. Really nice movement. And now just bring your knees into chest again. Slide the left leg along the floor. and draw your right thigh into the body. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. You can always try breathing out through the mouth. So you just breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you want to get a little bit more deeper in your oxygen outward breath. Just gently breathing here, we've got 2 more breaths. Then place that right foot on top of the left thigh and take the knee over to the left hand side. Stretch your right arm out, palm upwards. Now that left hand is drawing the knee down. Relax and breathe again. Soften through the stretch. Stay here for 2 more breaths, and as you exhale, take that knee further if you want to go further. And then back to center. Let's bring our knees into chest. And then just slide your right leg along the floor. Draw that knee in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and place the left foot on top of the right thigh. Take the knee over to the right hand side and stretch your left arm out, palm upwards. Exhale, take the knee further down. Again, I'm looking up to the sky. I haven't really moved my head. So I really like to focus on the actual area I'm stretching rather than looking away from where my knee has traveled, keeping my neck safe. Staying here for 2 more breaths. And then come back to center, bring your knees in the chest, raise your head off the floor, and gently just rock back and forward on the spine. Coming up into sitting. So we're up nice and tall. You can sit on your pillows if you're at home to raise your sitting bones. And we're just going to walk our hands around to the right hand side. The left hand is on the knee, back hand keeps you tall. Gentle twist. Walk the hands round. Right hand on the knee and gentle twist. As we come back to center, we're just going to walk our hands forward and rest. Now, if you're needing to keep your head above the heart, just stay here, or you can continue drawing the forearms down and let your head relax. Feel the nice length through the spine. Continue breathing in and out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice and gentle. Walk your hands back up. And then raise your hands. And let's just take them back and interlock the fingers. Now, if that's too much, you can just rest your knuckles on the floor. Feel nice and tall, opening through your shoulder blades. And let's take our hands to the knees, roll up the spine, big deep breath, and exhale forward. Walk the hands back up, raise your hands up, inhale, and hands through heart center. Great job. We're going to come to all fours on our mats. And when we come back to all fours, just going to open leg child. Stretching back, feel the stretch into the front of your feet. And if you are having blood pressure problems, double fist and rest your head above your heart. Otherwise, stretch your hands out and rest your forehead to the floor. Push back, still the buttocks, back to the heels. And then we're going to come up after 2 more breaths. And then coming back to all fours. We're going to bring our thighs back together. And we're going to do some warm-ups today by bringing the buttocks back to the heels. And then coming low to the ground. And coming into a back bend. Now, if this is a little too much for you, inhale as you rise, exhale down. And then bring your buttocks back to the heels. You can come to all fours and just do cat-cows today. Keep your hands under the shoulder line, knees in line with the hips, so you have the choice. So we're just going to move into these, breathing in, breathing out, bringing yourself back, breathing in, and breathing out. We're going to do 3 more of those, or stick to your cat-cows. Rolling up, breathing out. 2 more. It's really warming up my body. I feel it in my shoulders as well and my chest. So it's a good little strengthener all round. Keeping the body nice and loose this morning. Rolling forward. Inhale. And exhale, roll down. And let's just rest with our hands underneath the head for a few moments. Coming back, we're going to come back by digging the toes in the mat and raising up into down dog. Lift the sitting bones nice and high. Draw your chest to the earth and begin to start to stretch through your Achilles and calf. Lift up more and more through your sitting bones. And then walk your feet towards your hands. And then keep your knees bent. See where my knees are bent? If you have blood pressure problems, keep your hands here, otherwise to the floor. Lifting up through your sitting bones. Now let your head relax and roll up the spine. Keep your chin into chest and then raise up. Exhale. Let's try that again. Raise the arms this time. Little back bend. Bend your knees softly. Hands to the earth or hands to the thighs, your choice. Lifting up through the sitting bones. Feel the hamstring stretch. Now let your head relax between the arms and roll up the spine. One more time. Look to thumbs. Back bend. Folding forward. Getting a nice good stretch through the hamstrings. The head relax and roll up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's stay here, but you're welcome to come in with me to the center of the mat. And we're just going to keep our feet hip width apart and push the hip out to the left and the left arm travels over. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice movement with your breath. Let's continue just moving into that rhythm. You want your whole body feeling relaxed and soft. Great job. Let's finish with our hands stretching up and drawing our shoulders back, and then take yourself to the right hand side. Great job. It's a little stronger, that one. My feet are still grounded, strong roots of the tree forming. Inhale and exhale to the other side. Let's try that again on the right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's return to the fronts of our mats. Bending at the knees, scoop together, back bend, forward fold, hands to the earth, and bring both legs back to push-up position. You can bring your knees to the floor, bend down, and back bend. Inhale, exhale. Gonna rise up again into plank and come up back into down dog. Now, if you can't do down dogs there today, you can come just into child pose, double fist, or you may even just want to stay on all fours like this. Rise up, and then we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Nice and gentle. 3, 2, and walk forward. And then we're going to bring our knees to the floor and bring ourselves back to all fours. Nice, easy transition. We're going to bring the left foot forward, keeping it in line with the ankle. And we're going to raise the arms, take the hands to heart center, and turn to the left. Keep your elbow just turning, continue turning over that thigh. Take the elbow outside the left thigh and gently twist if you want to go further. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then take that left foot back and take your right foot forward. Keep your knee in line with the ankle. And again, raise up, hands to heart center and turning to the right. Keep ourselves tall and drop the elbow outside the thigh for 5, 4, 3, 2, take yourself back down, right heel back, and we're going to go a little bit further into that stretch now by taking the left foot forward. Now you can do the same thing as what we just did before, so you can raise up and turn to the left and drop down. If you want to raise the right knee off the floor, we're going to do the same thing. So raise up, hands to heart center, turning over the leg. Let's stay here. You can go always further by dropping down. You can always take that hand down to the floor if you want to raise your arm as well, if you want to go further into that stretch. 3, 2, hands to the floor, knee to the ground. Let's change feet. So easy transition, but it's giving people out there confidence in those community classes. A lot of the people in our community classes are even finding just one down dog very struggling. So hopefully in these classes we've given challenges to maybe strengthen your areas, getting stronger in your practice, so you have those choices. Remember, at any time you can bring yourself into child pose. 2, hands to the floor, left knee to the floor, bring your right heel back, and let's go back to that open leg child. Great job. Two more breaths. And we're going to come back up, come back to all fours, bring both feet to the front of the mat and roll up the spine. Inhale and exhale. Great job. We're going to come to the center of our mat again, and we're going to try the tree pose today. Being in a wonderful environment, I'm surrounded by trees, so let's blend in. Let's take our feet to the floor, grounded nice and roots into the tree. And just take your hands to heart center. Feel the exhalation grounding your feet. Feel the shoulders falling away from the ears. Now we're going to take the challenge by grounding our right foot. Left heel inside, left toe, and ball the foot onto the floor. Keep the knee out and stretch your arms up like branches of a tree. Now if you want to go further, you can take it to the calf. I prefer to go straight up as far as you can into the thigh rather than push against that knee. So your choice. So you can pitch yourself just low to the ground. Feel strong roots of the tree and soften your branches. 5 more breaths. Breathe in. Relax. 3, 2, and 1. And let's just rest for a moment. Hands to heart center, feet to the floor, nice and grounded. And then take your right heel inside, pitch that ball of the foot to the floor and raise your hands. You can lift up that foot. Continue just staying nice and strong, soft in your tree. Very good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're going to keep the feet on the floor. Let's stay here and just raise the hands. Exhale. Well done. Let's try another balancing pose today. Could be quite challenging for some people out there. So let's begin by just a simple basic movement by placing the left foot back behind us on the ground. Now bring your biceps up towards your ears, keep your shoulders down. So you could be just here relaxing, but as you get more confident, you may start to bring that left foot up. Try to keep the knee in line with the floor, and as you develop, you may go further. 5, 4, 3, and then start to bring your hands down to the floor. Let's lift right up into that stretch today. Again, you don't have to do that. You can just keep the foot on the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that right knee a little bent. Keep your length of the spine. And then bring that left foot back, roll the spine up. Well done. Breathe in and breathe out. That feels good. Nice stretch for the hamstring, that one. I always find my left foot's always a little bit trickier. So you have good days, bad days with your balance. So for me, I'm going to start just very simple with my toe on the floor and my hands come up with my biceps near my ears. Relax and breathe. And when you try to practice lifting your foot up, you might just lift it up a little bit at a time. Just bringing it up to whatever your challenge is today. Then bring it down when you feel a bit wobbly. Now you can take it further if you want. Take your hands to the floor, raise the right heel up. The knee is slightly bent. Really getting a good stretch through my calf as well. For 5, 4, 3, 2, take the right foot to the ground and roll the spine up. That is awesome. We've come a long way in our classes. Great job. Let's continue feeling that hamstring stretch. Open leg forward fold. We try to do it each week, but it's a very important one. Really works through lengthening your spine and stretching through your hamstrings. Look up to the sky, hands to the hips. Softening forward, hands to the floor. Stretching through the hamstrings and let your head relax. Just keep feeling that nice length. Now again, heart pressure, just stay here. If you want to go further, some people can bring their forearms to the floor. So everyone's a little bit different, but we're all equally still stretching the same legs. Getting good length through the hamstring. Breathing in, breathing out. And then just look up and close your door like hinges of a door. We're going to, this time, just interlock the fingers, draw those shoulders back, look up to the sky, and trying again. Let your head relax. Breathe in, breathe out. 2, and then just take your hands to the legs or hands to the floor for 3, 2, and then shut your door, hinges, raise the arms, exhale. That's awesome. We're going to be working on the hamstrings a little more today. So let's come to all fours on our mats. Getting deeper each time into our hamstrings. For this one, I'm going to take my left foot forward. Now the left heel is on the ground, as you can see, and all I'm going to do is take my hands to the ground and stretch over that leg. Now if you like, you can have your left knee a little bent to lengthen through your hamstring. Just nice gentle stretch there. For 5, 4, 3, lay it a little bit further forward, deeper into the stretch, 2, and 1, and then come back up, and then place your foot onto the floor. Now I want you to see how my knee is not in line with my ankles, so I want your foot to be a little more forward for this one. The reason so is because I'm going to lunge forward into that stretch. You can even interlock the fingers, draw the shoulders back. Now you'll feel that through your right hip as well, and through your right side of your tummy. You can look forward or look up to the sky. 5, 4, 3. That was good. And now I'm just going to change legs. So first we start with the right leg straight out. Hands on both sides of the leg, folding forward. Keep the knee a little bit bent, stretching forward. Feel the nice length. You can go forward more if you want. For 5, continue breathing, exhale as you go forward. For 4, 3, 2, and then coming up. And then place the foot on the ground, same leg. Little bit more forward the foot. Lunging forward. Great job. Feel that. Now interlock the fingers and get deeper into that stretch. Very good. 5. Release. And now let's just take our right foot back and let's just bring our buttocks back to the heels, forehead to the floor. We're going to come up, we're going to work on those quads. So we've done some good work on the hamstrings, but before we go to the quads, let's do 2 more hamstring stretches while we're here. So we're going to bring the right foot forward, and like last time, you're going to have your foot a little more forward than usual. So we're not going to lunge this time. We're going to actually let our body directly drop straight to the ground with our hands. So the hands go inside the right thigh, and then just let your head relax down. Now if you're not feeling that in your hamstring, there's 2 reasons. You could be lunging into that stretch. So we don't want to lunge, we want to directly drop down. So sometimes it's good to have a block on your head to rest your head. And we're just resting back. You can even take that back knee back a little more and just feel that deeper stretch there. Foot is more forward, so we're focusing on the hamstring. 3, 2, and now just change to the other side. That's quite a strong one. So remember, you don't have to do it if you're feeling like it's a bit too strong. So you bring your foot up more forward than usual, take your hands inside your thigh, And then let yourself drop directly down. Again, some people may get their forearms to the floor. Breathing out, relaxing, stretching through that hamstring. 2 and 1. Well done. We're going to come back and we're just going to come into kneeling position. So that was a good workout on the hamstrings today. Now we're going to work on the quads. So we're going to push the hips out and just start slowly. Draw them back, look up to the sky, and then bring your buttocks back down. Now I like to dig the toes into the floor for this one as well. So we're going to push the hips forward, look up to the sky. Oh, that's a good stretch, that one, for my quad. I felt that. So as you inhale, just push up. Push as far as you can go. Down. Let's do 3 more of them. Push the hips out. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to do 2 more. Breathe in. Relax. And 1 more time. You can always go further by taking the hands to the heels. But today we're just doing the basic one. So your choice. You can stay here for 5. You can have your hands on your heels if you'd like for 4, 3, 2, and then as we come down, we're going to go into down dog for 5 breaths. That's awesome. Feet are hip width apart, draw the chest to the earth. Remember to breathe. Two and 1. Well done. I'm going to come back to all fours and we're going to work through our hips now. So bring the left knee forward, slide the right leg long. We've gone through so many ways you can do your pigeon. So if you have pains in any localized points, remember you can just lay on your side or you can just come out of that pose completely. Now, bring your left foot up deeper into the can opener shape. Again, head above the heart or stretch your arms out all the way. Rest your head on the ground. Soften into the stretch. Staying here for another 7 breaths because I like to stay longer here in these pigeon poses. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. We're just going to come up and just easy transition. So we're just going to bring the opposite leg forward. Right knee forward, slide the back leg long. Draw your right foot up deeper and rest back down. Staying here for another 7 breaths. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's come back to all fours and let's just come to sitting on our mat. So I'm going to come to the center of the mat for this one. Going to sit up nice and tall. We're just going to stretch the left leg out. And we're going to add with the right foot over the top. And we're just going to keep up nice and tall and start to stretch forward. Now, as you can see, my head isn't moving, my chest is drawing towards the thigh, and that's when I'll feel my hamstring. If you're not feeling it, you've got to go further. Exhale forward. Inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale. Exhale forward. We've got 2 more of those, really lengthen through the hamstring. You should be nice and loose through the hamstring. Exhale. 1 more. Great job. And then we're just going to gently twist over that right leg, left arm against the thigh, backhand keeps you tall. Let's gently twist to the other side. And then come back and change legs. Again, you can be sitting up on your pillow if you feel a little bit hunched. Usually the reason why we're hunched through our back is because of our hamstrings. So that's why it's important to do these hamstrings. Lengthen them, help your spine get taller. The hands can help you stay tall behind you, and then just forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. I'm always a little bit tighter in one of my legs. For some reason my left leg's more tighter than my right. So I'm just feeling a little bit less in this one. So I've got to go a little bit more forward to get a little deeper. Let's go 2 more. One. Good job. And then stay up tall, gentle twist over that left leg, right arm against the thigh, gentle twist. And then gently twist the opposite way. Excellent. Let's do a little bit more in our hips while we're here. So we're staying cross legs. Now you have 2 options here. You can stay how we did at the start by folding forward, or you can place your right foot on top of the left calf, or you can take it even further into your inner thigh. Now some people say the inner thigh feels better than the actual one on the calf. I find it's the opposite, so everyone's different. So you've got to find what's good for you for this class. Remember, any pain, stay out of the pose, and you can just come in the cross leg, or you can even stretch your legs out, have a little stretch. Single leg stretch is good for that as well. We're going to do a single leg stretch after these anyway. So you might have a block at home and you can rest your head on the block. It's always nice. Or you can continue drawing down and relaxing. Really deep into that right hip. Really relaxing, breathing in and out. 5, 4, and great job. So if you've done the cross leg, you're just going to change, swapping cross leg round to the other side, or you can place that foot on top of the right calf or onto your inner thigh. Drawing yourself down. Let the head relax. Again, if you have blood pressure problems, keep your head above the heart. Relaxing, you might have your double fist, rest your head that way. You might even have your hands like this, and you can go a little further and just take your elbows to the thighs. So your choice. 3 more breaths. 2 and 1. Then we're going to come back up and we're going to place both feet together and just nice butterflies. We haven't done too much inner thigh today. Usually we do those, our triangle poses are really good for our inner thigh. We haven't done them today, but this is a nice little stretch for it. And your hamstrings have been pretty worked, so that's going to help as well. Ease the tension. Now for this one, I like to bring the feet a little more forward and take the hands directly underneath and clap your hands onto your feet. Let your chin draw down and draw forward and really get a good length through the spine.
Relax here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and coming up.
Well done. Let's do a single leg stretch. Come on, we can do it. It's so nice to do. You don't want to miss it. So the left leg's out, the right foot's inside. The knee is a little more bent. We're trying to fold into the thigh rather than arch, and you can pull against the leg or hands to the floor. If you go deeper, you can wrap the hands behind the center of the foot and draw forward even more. Let's relax and breathe here and relax into this stretch. Looking towards the toe, your eyes can stay closed. Three more breaths. 2 and 1. Coming up, gentle twist over that left leg, just over the left side. And then coming back, and let's do the other side. Right leg is forward, the knee is on the ground. Sorry, the knee is a little bit bent, and we draw forward. Feel that lower tummy starting to touch the thigh. The knee a little bit bent helps lengthen the spine. Three more breaths. Coming up, nice and tall, gentle twist over that left leg. Really good. Let's start to lay down. We're going to do 2 more stretches while we lay down, and then we're going to go into some conscious listening, just relaxing onto our back. So first we're going to just keep the feet on the floor, knees bent, and nice simple hip opener with the supine pigeon. Right foot on top. Remember that knee, if it's pointing, push it away, keep the foot on the floor. If you want to go further, raise the foot off the floor and draw back and forth. Really soften through that stretch. Draw the back and forth, or you can just stay where you are, just drawing that thigh towards you. And then release and change. So the other side now. Again, if the knee's pointing towards you, just push it away, keep the foot on the floor, otherwise raise your foot off the floor, draw back and forth. Feel that nice stretch for 3, 2, and 1. Let's stretch our legs out nice and long and rest for some conscious listening to these sweet mantras. Begin to draw air back and forth throughout the body, in and out through the nose. Begin to wriggle the toes and fingers, the limbs. Stretch your arms overhead like a child waking up in the morning. And breathe out, draw the hands forward. Gently roll onto your right or left side, whatever. If you're a lady at the moment who's pregnant, just always go over to the left, to the right hand side, sorry. Otherwise, just turning to the left as normal and coming up into sitting. Nice and relaxing after that Savasana. Always finish with some mantra meditation, which we can do Gauranga breathing. The mantra is Gauranga, easily said in 4 parts. Gaur, Ra, Anga. Let's begin by first just getting some breathing into our body. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then just rest your hands into your lap, nice and gentle, and just rest into your breath. Your eyes are closed. Feel your shoulders softening, your face softening. When your mind becomes distracted, draw it back to your breathing. We're just going to bring the mantra to the breath and silently say the mantra in 4 syllables to the mind. Gaur, Ra, Anga. And then exhale the mantra. Gaur, Ra, Anga, nice and silently. Again, if your mind becomes distracted, draw it softly back to the mantra, letting it come and go through your in and outward breath silently. Let's begin by saying the mantra nice and loud on the 3rd outward breath. Let's begin by breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And on this next inward breath, let's exhale the mantra nice and loud together. Inhale. Gauranga. Breathe in. Gauranga. Inhale. Gauranga. 4. Gauranga. Let's do 3 more nice and loud. Breathe in. Gauranga. 2. Gauranga. And 1 more time. Gauranga. And just let that resonate through the heart and mind with your eyes closed. When you're ready, slowly open the eyes. Bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. Just remember, check out ASMY community page if if you're already on it, you're watching this, class. But just remember to subscribe and comment, hit the bell, and till next time, namaste. Thank you for the class.